All right, everyone, welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. Today, no bike. We're gonna be talking about bike stands right here. So if you guys are interested in learning about bike stands, stay tuned for this video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button. That means if it's red, you have not subscribed yet. So you need to make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you already are subscribed, there's a little bell right next to that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell icon. That way you're notified every time I upload so you don't miss any of these awesome uploads here. So going into bike stands. Now, if you're kind of getting new into cycling, or you've been into cycling a long time, you might be wondering, do I need a bike stand? You've probably seen them a lot. If you do different events or you go to bike shops, you'll see they have a stand. Some kind of stand to hold their bike in, whether that's by a seat post or by the frame or by the quick release or the rear wheel. They have some sort of bike stand. So you might be wondering, do I need one? Do I need one? How much do they cost? Is this something that'd be for me, really? Do I need one as a cyclist? Well, those are the topics we're going to talk about today, so stay tuned. I'll get you a little closer to here, and we'll start talking about them. All right, so we're going to start first with the obvious question. Do you need a bike stand? No, you don't need a bike stand. I spent many years working on my bikes on the ground, just flip them over on their seat post, or on the seat and the handlebars, work on them that way, stand them up against a wall, work on them that way, have someone hold them for me, hold the seat post up while I tune the gears. Many times. You do not need a bike stand. However, if you do have a bike stand or you're looking to make it a whole lot easier for yourself, pick one up. They are amazing. Get you off the ground, makes everything so much easier. So first things first, different types of bike stands are out there. What are some things you need to consider? First thing you need to consider is the space you have to store a bike stand. Well, obviously a bike stand, it is generally a larger piece of equipment, really. For instance, mine here, this is a kind of it's a half park tool, half custom build. This is not from Park Tool, sadly. There's a long story behind that. I'll go into that in a different video. I do need to do some updates to this rack here, to this bike stand. For instance, mine here, my bike stand here, it doesn't get much smaller than this. It's essentially up to my chest pretty much, and that's about as small as it gets. It doesn't really get any smaller. You can take this post out and you can make it, I guess narrower you could do, but really it doesn't get much smaller than that. So if you're looking for a bike rack like this, you need some place to store it or to have it up all the time. There are other racks. I believe Park Tool makes one. My sponsor, Demon United, makes a rack. As well as there are lots of racks out there, Amazon, eBay, that all fold up quite a bit smaller. The legs are kind of like a tripod shape, so they fold into each other. The whole top kind of folds down, and the arm folds in as well, so they can be a lot smaller. So that's one factor. That's the one big factor you need to take in when looking for a rack, is obviously the size and the storage space. A second factor you need to look into is how you're going to be working on your bike. Are you going to be clamping it by the seat post? Do you need to clamp it by the frame? Do you need to clamp it on the front fork and the bottom bracket so you can work on it that way? Do you have some expensive carbon components? Those are all key features to think about when you're going into a rack. They're all going to have different mounting styles. Most of them are going to be similar to this with the clamp style, the clamp onto the seat post or your frame. You do need to make sure you have room to make it clamp onto your seat post and your frame. In this case, I can clamp onto my road bike, my wife's bike. Actually, I can't clamp on my wife's bike. My road bike and my mountain bike, and that's it. Those are the only two that this will fit in the frame or the seat post. The other bikes are the frame space is too small, or there just isn't room for these clamps to fit in. One reason why I have to update this. So those are a couple factors you need to think about when you're looking into bike stands to make your life easier. So going into benefits of having a rack versus working on the ground. Obviously, your bike's going to be off the ground. It's going to be more at working level. A lot of times they have an adjustable height on the rack, so you can raise them up or down based on how tall you are. Make sure your bike is at a working level, so you're not having to bend over or stoop down all the time to work on your bike. Second thing that might be nice, my rack here, Park Tool actually made an add-on for it, where it actually clamps onto the clamp up here. There's a clamp down here that actually turns your rack into a truing stand. It only has a one-sided marker down here, but you can true a wheel pretty simply on here. You can do any kind of wheel repair, spoke repair, tubeless setups. Everything can be done on this wheel clamp here. And this is all built into my rack. So instead of buying a whole separate truing stand or another, a vise to hold my wheel, or just having to use something else to hold the wheel up while I work on it, makes it really nice and easy, and everything is all incorporated into my bike stand right here. nice and easy to work on. So those are some of the nice things that having a bike stand here to hold your bike up in the air. It doesn't have to be on the ground. Makes it much easier. A lot of times they have add-ons for adding on like a touring stand or a shelf or something to hold your tools. Makes it all kind of incorporate into one unit. So that's why having a rack is nice. It's not necessary, but it's definitely a nice thing to have. Nice bike stand to include in your garage setup. If you guys haven't seen one of my last videos, I talked about a beginner's toolkit for working on your bike and starting bike maintenance. I'll post that in the description below, so I'll just see a card pop up on the screen here. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. Enjoy having you guys here. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon. Make sure you guys don't miss any of these videos coming up here. They are all gonna be on fire, so it is gonna be great. If you have any questions, like always, post them down in the comments section below. I'll be glad to answer them for you. And if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. It definitely is very much appreciated. Also, down in the description, I'll post a link to the Park Tool, to the official Park Tool rack that this one is based off of. And I'll post a link to Demon United's rack that they have on their site as well. I actually really like their design. I'll post a link to that in the description as well. And that's going to be it for today. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.